everyone, welcome to my channel Nellie's Way. My name is Nellie and I'm using this channel to try and track my weight loss journey to lose 100 pounds. Now this whole journey thing has been going a bit up and down, and mainly down and not in a good way. The past year, 2 years, what are we, 2022? Yeah, 2 years, something like year and a half, let's say. So yeah, my journey hasn't been going that great for the past year and a half or so. For those of you who have been watching my previous video, you'll know that I lost the majority of my weight in 2020. So back then when I started, I weighed in at 110 kilograms. I'll put the pounds up here or something. So I started at 110 kilograms. My goal was to lose 30 kilograms, which I did by the end of 2020. So I lost 30 kilograms, got down to 80 kilograms of weight. And ever since then, it's been kind of going, no, not great, not the way I wanted it to go. Because once I reached that 80 kilograms, I wanted to lose some more weight. I wanted to lose a total of 100 pounds, which would bring me to about 65 kilograms. Right now, I'm not sure if I still want to lose 100. I was thinking more in the lines of like 95. But yeah, we're far away from that goal, or any goal at this stage. So during 2021, I mainly maintained my weight. I was doing pretty well, still exercising all that there. The way that I lost my weight initially was also just by counting my calories for the most part and exercising. My main focus was running. So running definitely helped in losing that weight. Now, as I mentioned, my initial goal was to get to 80 kilograms, which I did manage to do. And I got a little bit lower in 2021 as well. So my lowest weight to date was actually around 75 kilograms, which was mid 2021 somewhere. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been that weight. I've slowly but surely been gaining weight in 2022, which I am definitely not happy about. Like, I'm actually very upset about it. You know, I think I might have mentioned this in a few previous videos, but it's just things haven't really been going all that well. I've just been feeling very down. I think I've been struggling with depression a little bit. Not too bad, you know, like I said before in other videos, I know what that feels like for me, so I've had it worse. But I've definitely had it better as well. I haven't been in the best mental and emotional state for the past year and a half or so. So yeah, there's been things going on, like, you know, privately with family and work and friends, and like I've mentioned before, I've just had this incredible sense of loneliness that I've been dealing with. I have been single for 3 years now, and you know, I just really long for that connection with someone, and I'm finding it very hard to find that. So yeah, all of that kind of plays into my mood, the way I'm feeling about myself, about life, whatever. You know, my self-image hasn't been that great either. You know, just you start to doubt yourself in a lot of ways. And yeah, that kind of, I think, resulted in, well, partially resulted in me losing my focus on, you know, living a healthier lifestyle. So I'm still doing like workouts, but not as much as I did before. Like, I try to do 4 workouts a week. Usually it is around 3 or 4 still, not always, but usually it would be, but not as much running anymore. It's mainly been indoor rock climbing the past few months, which I really enjoyed doing. And you know, it's given me like a new challenge or a new goal, because you know, you start at a certain level and you kind of just want to get better and better at that, which I also had when I started running. I sucked at running at first. I hated running. But I kind of wanted to improve my, you know, stamina and my speed as well. But also I kind of wanted to, you know, there were these certain running events that I wanted to attend. And I you know, my eventual goal was to run a marathon, which I did as well. And I kind of have that same feeling with this indoor rock climbing now, is I kind of want to reach the, not the highest level necessarily, but like a higher level than where I'm at now. So yeah, so I've been doing that for like a few months now, since July, something like that, June, July, and we're currently November 11th. So yeah, so that's good. It's good that I'm still doing, you know, exercises and workouts, but I just know that if I want to lose weight again, I need to first and foremost really focus on my food intake, because I've mentioned this in pretty much every single video that I put out there, my biggest struggle is just really getting a hold of my food intake again. It's gotten out of hand completely for the past year and a half. Well, completely is an overstatement, but there's like, you know, I have my good days, but my bad days definitely balance out those good days and then some, so, you know. But yeah, I know that if I start running again, that's also going to really help with losing weight, because it just, for me, that's just what's proven to work for me. So I need to, or I want to get back into a routine of running. So, you know, as of the past few months, I suppose, I think ever since the summer, before the summer, I was still running like twice a week at least. But now if I do it like once a week, I'd be happy. But I want to get back into a habit of having 2 runs a week at least, and then eventually get that up to 3 runs a week. Right now it's like I go indoor rock climbing twice a week, maybe run once. Usually I do a spinning class as well or something, so where I get to those 3 to 4 workouts. So that's good, but like I said, I want to reboost the routine that I have with you know, the workouts that I used to do, so focus on running again. So my current plan is to get my running frequency up again. So I did go running twice this week. I hope to do that again next week as well. Also went indoor rock climbing on Wednesday, and I will be doing that on Sunday. Today's Friday. Oh my gosh. So yeah, weight wise, like I said, I've been gaining weight the past year or so. You know, it kind of, you know, when I first lost the 30 kilograms back in 2020, I was in such a good state of mind and like in such a good flow of things, and I just had these routines and everything was going really well. And at that time, when you're in that zone, you do start to think, and I know I've noticed this with a lot of people as well who are in similar journeys, you do start to think like, I'm never gonna gain this weight back, you know, I've got this down, I know what I'm doing, blah blah blah. But you don't. So you really don't, especially when you struggle with, like, you know, your nourishment. I have like issues with food, and I've always had that. I think since I was like 10 or something, definitely. Like, there was stuff going on that age. So yeah, that's when it kind of started, you know, when I started developing these habits of sneaking food and, like, you know, hiding food and sneakily eating, and or secretively eating, and just, you know, that's when I started really gaining the weight. And you know, when you start those habits at such a young age, and you've had that for, you know, decades, that was decades of your life, that's not something that just goes away in a year, you know. So I back in 2020, early 2021, I really thought, I've got it down, I have this now, I know what I'm doing, and I'm just going to continue on doing this and lose some more weight until I reach to the weight that I want to be. But unfortunately life happens, and you know, it throws you a curveball here and there, and you get off track, and you get, you know, you lose your focus, and then you go back to what you're used to, or what feels comfortable to you, which is basically just eating whatever I want and not moving too much. But yeah, so I don't want to get too emotional about it, but yeah, it's really gotten to me. It's gotten to me. It's really gotten to me. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, you think you're not going to be one of those people who gains the weight back, but I didn't gain all of it back, obviously, but like, I did gain quite a bit back. So this, you know, Mondays are usually my weighing days. Like I said, today's Friday, but let me see. So Monday, the last Monday, so that was November 7th, I weighed in at 85.3 kilograms. Again, I'll put the pounds up here somewhere. So that's not good. So I gained weight since the last video I made. I don't know what I weighed then, but I definitely gained weight since then. And yeah, let's say about 85 kilos, so 85.3, I think I said. That means that since my initial goal weight of 80 kilos, I've gained about 5 kilograms, which is a little bit over 10 freaking pounds. But that also means that, you know, seeing as my actual lowest weight in mid 2021 was 75 kilograms, that means that I've gained like nearly 10 kilograms, or yeah, definitely over 10 kilograms since then, since my lowest weight. And that makes me want to cry. Yeah. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. And, you know, I think my breaking point, and which is what brought me back to filming now, was last weekend actually. I don't know if I've shown the clip before this or if I showed a clip after this, but last Saturday I went out. There was this you know, 90s dance party. So I went there with a few friends, and, you know, I wasn't feeling, you know, I'm not 100% comfortable in my body at the moment the way it is now, but, you know, you try your best, you dress up a little bit, you know, so I was not feeling 100% comfortable, but I was feeling myself a little bit. I felt like I looked pretty good considering, and, you know, I felt like I turned a few heads when I was there, so, you know, I wasn't in a bad space that day particularly. Again, not 100% comfortable, but good for where I am right now. And, you know, so I went there, I had a good time, I danced quite a bit, and then, you know, at a certain time, I think it was around 1 or 2 a.m. I can't go out until like the early mornings anymore, I can't. So yeah, around 1 or 2 a.m. is when I decided to leave. And, you know, when I went to get my coat, you know, the lady who was working there, she's seen me there before. This is a place I've been, you know, before. I usually go to their 80s and 90s parties for dancing. They have a good DJ, so yeah, I've been there quite a few times. So she's seen me there before. We don't know each other, but she knows me from there. And she's also known me back, you know, when I was running a lot, you know, the year I did a marathon and all that there. She knows about that because she's an active person herself. So that was usually what we would talk about. So she knew me as like a runner. But it was a while since she had seen me. And then this Saturday, so it was the first time in a while that she's seen me. And that woman, like, she broke my spirit. She just, yeah. If I haven't shown the clip yet, insert the clip here. And it was just, God. I mean, the evening itself was actually quite alright. I had a good time at the place. I had a good time dancing. I had a good time with my friends. But the way it ended, really, like, just whatever was left of my self-esteem is completely gone now. Like, fuck's sake. So, God, when I left the place, so, you know, you have this, I don't know what you call it in English, but, you know, the place where you leave your coats and stuff. So, in Dutch we call it a vestiaire, which actually is the French word. So in Belgium we call it a vestiaire. So that's where you leave your coats. You know, it's a place that I've been to before, so it's not like they know me, but they've seen me there before. You know, I've had some random chit chat with the person who's working there before, and I think the last time I was there was like somewhere in the summertime or before that. I think somewhere in the summertime. And you know, she knows, the person who works there, she knows that I'm, you know, I was quite into running and all that there. But anyway, so I say that to say, this evening when I went there to get my coat, she looked at me up and down. She looked at me up and down, and I mean, I don't think she meant anything bad by it, or you know, but like, so she looked at me up and down, and she just said like, "Oh, did you gain like quite a bit of weight?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I did actually. I did gain a bit of weight since the last time you saw me." And she's like, "Oh, what happened?" And I said, "You know, yeah, it's just." So I told her, "You know, it's just, you know, kind of lost my routine. I'm not that much into running anymore. I'm more into indoor rock climbing now, which I enjoy." And she said, "Oh, well, you should get back into running." Just like, and the thing is, she's right.
So I can't really blame her or fault her for saying something like that, but it's like so fucking rude though. So, you know, I got my coat and I was kind of like joking about it and trying to laugh it away, but so I told her like, oh well, you know, jokingly said, you know, thanks for, you know, sending me home with like more insecurities, but not really joking because, you know, as I was walking home, I was just basically just crying on the way home. And I can't be angry at her because she was just telling the truth. You know, like she was just stating facts, which is I did gain weight since the last time she saw me. But it's not a very polite or nice thing to say to people. Especially because we don't really know each other. She only knows me from there, so it's like, you know, shut your fucking mouth. But yeah, that definitely kind of makes me feel like fucking shit. So yeah, that's that. That's that. It makes me feel like fucking shit. It does. It does. And like, one side of me is like, you know, wanting to like call her out on it and just like cuss her out or whatever for calling her a bitch or whatever, but she's not. She's just being honest. She's just stating facts. And I mean, she was very candid about it, you know, more candid than what we're used to, especially in Belgium. We're not very straightforward people here. So it's just, you know, we're not used to people talking to us like that. And like, I'm annoyed with her on one hand that she did that and made me feel the way that I feel now. But on the other hand, it's not really, she doesn't make me feel this way. I was already feeling this way, she just sort of pointed it out. And I kind of probably need to, I'm not gonna say I need to thank her, but it is a bit of a wake-up call. Like, because if she notices and tells me this, then other people will have noticed as well. Like people who see me more regularly, but just don't tell me because they're too nice or too polite. So I guess maybe in the long run I might thank her for this fucking shitty evening, because it might actually push me to finally get my fucking shit together, you know? Maybe. But that doesn't help tonight. Tonight I feel like fucking shit because of it. Like, fucking shit. So, yeah. That's that.
Yeah, so that was, I like, even thinking about it, it makes me want to cry. I'm gonna cry. So even thinking about it makes me want to cry. She just, like I said, I don't think she's a mean person or anything. I think she's just not, I don't know her. I don't even know her name. She doesn't know my name. We don't know each other. So to me that was like, you know, it really caught me off guard. So I thought it was really like, you know, especially in hindsight and being sober, because in that clip I was definitely like, I wasn't drunk, but I was definitely tipsy. So over emotional, you know, tipsy, tired, you know, you get the drift. So yeah, I just, in hindsight, I think it was really inappropriate of her to confront me like that. Because that's not her place. We don't know each other. She doesn't know what's going on in my life. She doesn't know how I'm going to react to that. I mean, I had the reaction I had, but you know, if I was in a worse place in my life, you don't know what I'm gonna do. Like hearing someone talk to me like that. So anyway, I was really upset about it, as you could see in that clip. I'm still upset about it. And part of me is like really angry with her for you know, having the audacity to like just say that to me. But the other part of me, and I don't like this, but another part of me is also kind of grateful, because obviously I knew this. I have a mirror, I have a scale, I live in the body that I live in. So I knew that I had gained weight, and you know, I could see that I had gained weight. So I'm already aware of it, and I already felt bad about it. And I was thinking like, I need to do something. I need to like get a hold of this, blah, blah, blah. And the fact that she confronted me on that on Saturday, last Saturday, it does feel like she kind of gave me the push that I needed. I'm not saying that since then I've been like 100% on it, but I do feel a little bit that motivation that I felt in 2020, and I'm hoping that that motivation will grow each time I think about that moment, because it's just, yeah, I hope it does. I hope that's going to be my motivation. And like, if it does motivate me to, you know, really kickstart this whole weight loss journey again, I will be grateful to her in a part, but I'm also going to confront her about that evening and say like, listen, and explain it to her as well, like, you know, that wasn't okay. I don't like the fact that you did that. I'm gonna, if it does end up motivating me to like do what I feel like I need to do, I will thank her, but I will also say, like, not necessarily say she was a bitch about it, but like in a nicer way, I will say that she was a bitch about it, you know, so because like, what the fuck, who does that? Who does that? Like, what, like, who does that? Like, people are unbelievable. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So like I said, I haven't been on the you know, on like 100% on track for this whole week, but I have been counting my calories every single day. Apart from yesterday, every day has been under 1900 calories. Yesterday was higher, it was over 2000 calories, like I think it was 2300 something. It was a very hungry-ish, specky-ish day. I still ate like really healthily. I had like tuna steak and some, like, we call it pearl couscous, parel couscous, and like leek and like stuff. So it was really healthy, but it was like a really big portion because I was like really hungry. So yeah, but it was 2300 calories, but still, like, you know, I don't think that's bad necessarily. And she has pushed me to go running again some more, because like I said, I have been like more in a routine of doing it once a week, if that. And this week I went Monday, I believe, and I went today as well, so that's good. But yeah, that's the update, I guess, of where I'm at right now. I'm still not in a mentally like really good place. I'm just kind of, I don't know, floating in like limbo of emotions. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know how to feel about things right now. Maybe it's also a little bit of a like wintry blues. Although normally I do really enjoy fall. I quite like it. But just, I don't know. There's a lot going on with me, with the world, and it's a lot. A lot that you don't control. So, you know, at least there's one thing I can get like control over, and that is, you know, what I do with my health, for the most part. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. That's all I have to say on this, really. And yeah, I'll see if I can continue on in making these videos, or at least if I don't make videos, at least do what I need to do to lose weight. And then maybe in a few weeks time or a few months time, I'll give you another hopefully positive update on that. But I can't promise anything, obviously. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up here because I don't really have anything else to say. But thank you for anyone who's you know, been watching my other videos and who tuned in for this one as well. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video too. Bye. Also, I haven't really taken any like full body shots of myself, because normally I do it like with every 5 kilograms. So I did it in the starting weight, and then when I lost 5 kilograms and then another 5 and another 5, I would do like, you know, body shots and comparison shots and blah blah blah. But anyway, this is what I looked like at 75, and this is what I look like at 85. So my body is pretty much like that right now. Yeah.